It's interesting because a lot of people say all good things come to an end, and as you know, they have to come to an end, otherwise they would never fucking end. So again, this is our last Vegas trip of the 2013 season. We're culminating an epic year, an unprecedented year, the greatest year ever in the sports handicapping industry over the last 100 years, over the last 100 centuries. We started in August, Pop, and in the NFL, we've hit over 70% of our best bets. And in college football, we've hit over 81% of our best bets. Now again, that's 11 percentage points higher ever than we've ever done in the NFL in the 33 years you and me have been doing this. And it's over 21 percentage points better than we've ever done in college football. So let me just say to you, all your scouts, all your sources, and obviously your brain and your mind and your expertise were on point. It's a career year for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Unprecedented in the world of sports.
Absolutely. I love you. You're a living legend. You're an epic man. God bless you. Now, again, we're going to Vegas. We're ending the trip on an epic note. We're betting everything we own, everything in the world, and we've classified this, and I've represented this game, as a retirement bet. That all the money we made in August and September and October and November and early in December, we're putting on the winner of Arizona State Stanford. Now that's every single dollar we've earned. All our profits are going on the winner of Arizona State Stanford, and we're making, as always, 14 two-team parlays, 7 two-team parlays on Saturday. We will cover all the championship games hooked into Arizona State Stanford, and 7 two-team parlays on Sunday, including with that, we're coming with our NFL two-team parlay of the year, which we've won for 22 years in a row, 2 decades plus 2 years, and that's the winner of New Orleans, Carolina, 8:30 Eastern Sunday night, and the winner of San Francisco, Seattle, 4:30 Eastern Sunday afternoon, plus 5 other NFL games. So our best bet's going to be Arizona State Stanford, 14 two-team parlays. Very, very excited about this. Now, listen, I'm guaranteeing this game to everybody as a 100% winner, but you said it's not a 100% winner.
1 second. It's a 1,000,000% winner.
Whoa! The Godfather! The Godfather, motherfucker! 1,000,000% winner! Now again, you know what's happening, which a lot of people don't really understand the ramifications. They're like, Stu, how can you bet millions and hundreds of millions of dollars? And always our representation is this. In this country, in the United States, in one state only in the United States, in Nevada, very difficult to do. Because as we know ourselves, the moment you bet a game for above a $10,000 bet, they take your license, they take your social security number, but who gives a fuck about that? Because we pay our taxes, not worried about that. It's America, grateful to pay hundreds of millions of dollars worth of taxes. No issue about that. But they move along. They take advantage of you. And as you always represented, you can't lay off the money. Like Nevada has to lay off the money within Nevada. They can't lay it off to illegal bookmakers in the United States or offshore, correct. But in Europe, and Ladbrokes in William Hill, you could bet $10 million in William Hill without a line move. You can bet $10 million at Ladbrokes without a line move because...
Perfectly legal.
Right, and they lay it off to thousands of legal entities, thousands of offshore sports books throughout the world that they classify as legal. In the United States, they're handicapped, so it's much easier to bet outside the United States. It's much easier to bet with our European clients, and much easier to bet if you're in England. You can bet 5 or 10 or 20 or 50 or $100 million on a game without a line move, where in Nevada, you go right to the Wynn Hotel, you go right to any of these hotels, and they're moving a line a half a point to a point every 10,000. It's a big disadvantage, but again, we don't care, because all we do is take their fucking money. And last week, as advertised, you said, and it was amazing, you said Clemson would turn over the ball 4 times. You said the key to the game was Clemson's turnovers. You said South Carolina was going to humiliate them, and they did. And what was funny is when we were in Vegas and we bet the game, we bet almost $100 million at -6 and -5.5 and -5, and all we saw is these suckers come in, and the line went from -5 to -4 to -3 to -2.5 to -2. People were fucking taking 2 with Clemson like it was fucking butter, and you just kept laughing and going, sucker, 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 and you were absolutely right. Another stunning call by you. Congratulations, South Carolina. Again, just amazing, just amazing. Now, let's talk about what you're going to be doing this holiday season. For the first time ever, you're going back to your homeland. You're going back to Israel. You've always wanted to go back to Israel. First time you've ever going to Israel. What are you going to be doing in Israel?
Seeing the birth of the world.
Wow, very nice.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Both the Christian side, the Jewish side, Bethlehem, where John the Baptist baptized his hordes, where they discovered a rock, which is fascinating, which supposedly God told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac on that rock. That rock is there. It's on the side of the rivulet where the baptismal situation was done,
Right.
and also where many of the facta, the mosque of the dome, the golden mosque, the old temples on the side. It's fascinating. Everywhere you walk, it's history.
Absolutely. 5,000 years old, 500,000 years old, 5 million years old,
It's still
since
there.
the beginning of time.
Still
the
there.
beginning of Christ,
Yes.
the beginning of Abraham, the beginning of Moses, the 10 Commandments, Charlton, fucking Heston, so on and so forth, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, again, listen, I'm sad that it is our last Vegas trip. I love Vegas. I
Me too.
love
I'm
the
sad about
pomp
that
and
too.
circumstance. I love meeting the clients. I love meeting the clients' families. I love sharing the stories. I love watching you roll dice, watching you play blackjack, watching you hustle people on gin rummy. It's like stealing money. I never saw somebody take millions of dollars from suckers in gin rummy like you do, although it's not a suckers game. It's a game of skill that I played in gin rummy about 4,000 times, and I've never won. And again, right back to point here. Arizona State Stanford's going to be epic. And I believe we're going to close it out strong by winning all 14 parlays, because I know what we have. We have all our games already. It's amazing. It's epic. And again, a lot of people said, why'd you charge $80,000? And again, what we spoke about, we're looking for that $100,000 better, $200,000 better, $500,000 better, $1 million better, that 80 grand's like pocket change, that he hits us with it, and then he wants to make $1 million or $2 million or $5 million. That's the representation that we're making, and we're going to score out for him. So again, epic week, epic month, epic year, great experience. I love you. God bless you. Have an amazing time in Israel.
Thank you.
Have a safe time. Have a fruitful and prosperous trip, both you and I and our 15,000 clients this weekend in Vegas. Let's rock and roll. Let's score out, and I'll see you again in 2014.
May I just say something to all
Absolutely,
our clients
absolutely.
and all our friends? Let me wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Hanukkah just passed.
Yes.
Let me wish you a very happy Hanukkah.
Yes.
First time in 150 years, not to occur in 85,000 years, whatever that
Right,
is.
Hanukkah and Thanksgiving.
Last week, I called for a super diamond,
Right,
black diamond affair.
right,
They just discovered a planet,
right,
the largest planet in our thing. They just discovered it today.
right.
Let's call this Supernova Weekend.
Supernova weekend, baby. Love it. God bless you. Have a great time in Vegas. Love you, pal.